Hello and welcome to United Daily 7, your place for all the latest transfer news. And we've got the hottest ticket in town with Mark Goldbridge at the United stand. Let's get into it. Oh, he does that little pause, doesn't he? He does that little pause because he's doing this live. What a guy. Here we go. Come on, Mark. What we got for us?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the United Stands. I'm Mark Goldbridge. This is your latest Manchester United transfer news. And Manchester United may not be signing another midfield as Michael Carrick is...
Now, don't forget, I have to stop this. Or otherwise, so I have to do, we do a little bit of Mark Goldbridge, then we do a little bit of me, then Mark Goldbridge. Because if we do not do that, Mark Goldbridge will send you a letter telling you how angry he is. And maybe your past YouTube channel got terminated by YouTube because of that. So we're going to be stopping and playing a bit of Goldbridge.
Mount. You know, just when you think things cannot get any worse, and
how much worse could it be, Mark?
Can only get better. In the final 4 weeks of this window, you remember who you support.
I support Manchester United. How about you? Are you a Manchester United fan? Well, if you're one too, why not smash a like and subscribe? Because I will be literally reacting to Mark Goldbridge videos. And let me tell you, there's people out there.
Remember who runs
there's a lot of people out there. That's your thing.
Remind yourself that just when you think you've hit rock bottom, there's always another level these Glazers are willing to take you to. I mean, I will delve into the quotes because this has not been pulled from my arse. And
well, I think my video would get taken down by YouTube if that was to happen.
Actually, I always believed we would and will sign a midfielder. But you have to follow the news.
No. Hot news flash here. We might get the left back. I believe it's between a left back and a midfielder. And controversially, I would take a left back. And I would take Lewis Hall all day because I think he offers us everything we need and more.
You know, it doesn't look like it's beyond the realms of possibility. As Andy says, absolutely fuming. Also, we'll be talking about the left back situation. And also, I do want to... Obviously, it's an 8 o'clock show, so we'll be driven by you. And who knows, we could be talking about this particular topic for a while. But I do also want to talk about something Andy Mitten said today that I just find unacceptable.
Right, here we go. Now, don't forget, I have to pause it and I have to talk. Mark Goldbridge, he was there with his pen. He's there at his typewriter going, I'm going to get that Lewis. Here we go.
I'm not saying Andy Mitten has to call it out. I mean, he is a lifelong Red. Maybe, but I'm not going to tell some...
Goldbridge, listen... I think, is this Andy Mitten who does the United stand and who is the real United stand? Is it?
What they shouldn't say or what you shouldn't say, but I'm going to say it. I don't like the fact...
What? What are you going to say?
That we actually get journalists now saying, well, United can't compete. They've got loads of debt. You know, they've got to operate within their... And I'm like, hold on a minute. Why have we got loads of debt?
Because the Glazers bought us with a leveraged buyout. They bought us, 450 million? And now they owe 1.3 billion. So they know how to do that money game.
You know, we didn't go and give the money to like a big, massive charity. Was there anything noble to go into debt? We got put into debt by the owners that are still here. And we still sit here and go, oh, wow, you know, there are...
That's right, do your Kermit the Frog. Or no, it's Doc Cotton. He goes, oh, no.
Literally United fans who go... We can't spend a lot of money because of the debt. Who fucking put us in the debt? Are we ever going to call that out? When are we, you know, if this was Liverpool, they'd get them out. They would get them out. We have now moved to the stage of the Glazers where we sit there and accept the fact that we can't spend money.
I mean, Mark Goldbridge is good. Now, he's very much right upon this, actually, because we have sort of let it happen. And we're letting it happen slowly. And the more we let it happen, the harder it's going to be to get back. It's like, I don't know what the analogy... My analogy was, we're swimming away from shore. And at some point, and I don't mean Luke Shaw, I mean the shore. And we're going to look around and go, oh no, we're too far out now. We can't swim back.
Because of the Glazers. It's mad.
It's true.
Absolutely mad. It's like watching...
What's it watching, Mark?
Eat your toes and then...
Hang on a minute, we've got to eat our toes. Oh, I don't like it now, I don't like it.
Your foot, and then your shin, and then your knee. And, not, you know, you've got another leg to kick them off, and you just sit there and go, well, what am I supposed to do about it?
Oh, do you know what? Let's face it, Goldbridge is the finest Manchester United fan channel. He's not even a fan channel now. Mark Goldbridge is essentially I don't know, he's massive, isn't he? Absolutely massive. Now, what was you saying about this, Mark, about eating your toes and then your feet?
They're literally eating me alive. But, you know, what am I supposed to do? We're literally lying back, being devoured. No one's doing anything. It's bloody disgusting. Anyway, let's start off with reality.
Shout out to Gianni, told me to trim my beard. I think that made a good idea, by the way. Shout out Gianni. Oh, Goldbridge.
Let's start off with the third midfielder. Now, look, I've got to say, positivity vibes at the start. I've always believed we'll sign another midfielder. I still do believe we'll sign another midfielder. But you do have to be concerned when you hear this morning. So, Laurie Whitwell, right?
Laurie Whitwell, what do you think about this midfielder scenario? It's a fullback or a midfielder? Let me know.
It's for the Athletic. This is what he said about a third midfielder today. I've been kind of asking questions around this, and the more it's come to the fore that they're still debating what the next target will be in terms of position, and there's no guarantee that there will be a third midfielder, perhaps with a view on how Mason Mount has been doing in pre-season. This is sort of, I think part of the conversation.
I like it. They're reading sort of verbatim. This is sort of, right. The thing about Mason Mount, he is top tier. He really is a great player. I mean, he is maybe, I was going to say something controversial, like he's sort of the English Yuri Tillemans, but we know he's not the English Yuri Tillemans. I know this, but the thing is about Mason Mount, if he was to stay fit, I know this is controversial, but I would take him. I think he's a really good midfielder. I think he's a really good player, and it's just that fitness problem, isn't it? And I think if we can overcome the fitness, we've got a great player that is, if he wasn't injured, he would be worth all the money.
At the moment, where do Man United want to put their resources? And, left back, I think, is more of an area of prominence in that regard. He was then asked, so potentially Mason Mount's performances and the thought of Carrick to use him in a deeper role means there may not be a mystical third midfielder signing, possibly. Laurie Whitwell said, so again, I'm hesitant to sort of commit massively because I think plans have changed as we've gone on. But I think that Carrick really likes Mason Mount, and so does that then, if you have these two midfielders.
Stop doing it, Mark Goldbridge. Stop reading it for verbatim. That then, no, there was that farm that went down there.
At the base of your midfield. So you've got Santos, Mount, Tillemans, Mainu.
I like it. That's all right. I think people have got to understand what kind of football we're playing here. By the way, we are not playing two holding midfielders, smashing everyone up, and then playing flipping rubbishy corners and long balls. No. We are not Arsenal. We are going to play possession-based, sort of a bit like Man City football, and we're looking for ballers in the centre of the park, and we need Yuri Tillemans, we need the Mounts, we need the Mainus, and I think Santos so far, I've liked what I've seen. I think he plays the role that he plays of, what is he, the trash man? I don't think that's a real term, and don't get me wrong, but he tidies up all those problems, and that's all we ever really want is Casemiro, isn't it? What happens if Santos is as good as £100 million midfielder? Would your view of this transfer window change? Let's say Santos' true worth is 100 million. We paid 100 million for him. We would say, oh, that's it then. We've done our transfer business. So it's all right. It's all right.
4 for 2 positions. So potentially, if you count Bruno as a number 10, that's going to pretty much hold on to that. Then you've got perhaps the others who can step in. Tillemans could be a number 10. And you've got Shea Lacey. So perhaps they're looking at it thinking we've got a certain amount of money to spend. Where do we absolutely need it to be? And I think that I don't know at what point.
Oh, he's still reading what that person said, isn't he? Oh, God.
Sort of felt that maybe Mason Mount can be that guy in the midfield. I just fucking despair. I really.
Oh, no. No. This is all right. We can't. There's no point. We can't get the wrong player profile. And we're not going to spend the money, and we are in debt. This is the reality of the situation is that we have found ourselves in this position. Now, don't forget, if you want to find out how, the fans, Liverpool fans got rid of their owners, it's a different world. It's not going to happen. I don't know how we get out of this, by the way. This is not me telling you anything. This is merely letting everyone know that we need to live in reality, and that reality is this. Now, let me tell you the good news is that Michael Carrick's football, I think if Michael Carrick was Spanish, we would be losing our mind.
I do. I you know what? I hate being right. and I'm sure you hate being right, but what did I say before pre-season? My worst...
You said you could pull that one out of my... What did he say? He said something terrible. It's a big... he pulls it out of his... He said earlier that he pulls it from the you-know-where.
Nightmare is Mason...
My worst nightmare doesn't start with Mason Mount, by the way.
Mount is the pre-season Pirlo, and we say he can be a midfielder, and we don't buy a midfielder. And there we are.
And then he gets injured. That's the only problem, by the way.
There we actually are. We're living that fucking nightmare in reality, aren't we?
Do you think Mark Goldbridge swears too much? Do you think there's too much swearing on the internet? Do you think we even need to swear? Let me know.
Mason Mount has been brilliant in pre-season, and now the conversation is, let's not buy another midfielder because we've got Mason Mount. Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this without losing it, right? If we trust Mason Mount to be our third midfielder, it's like trying to go down a very, very, very... It's like whitewater rafting in a cardboard canoe.
Okay, I think that wraps up Mark Goldbridge. We've had a little snapshot into the world of Mark Goldbridge. We've reacted to the biggest news. This is what we're going to be doing. And today, Mark Goldbridge tells us that he does not want Mason Mount. Or he does, but he does. I understand what he's saying, but I just don't think we're going to sign anyone else. And that's just the reality of the situation. There's nothing we can do. Let's just hold on for dear life and hope that next season's going to be okay. Are you a Manchester United fan? Smash a like. And if you were to subscribe, we are going to be reacting to the biggest Manchester United fan channels. Let me know in the comments a channel that you would like me to have a little look at. There'll be no more AI presenter, although the AI presenter, she wasn't AI, she was real. What we're talking about, the other presenter's gone. Long live reality. Until next time, this has been United Daily 7. Later.